Hello, my name is Anna, and I am 28 years old. 4 years ago, I married Harry, who is the most incredible individual I've ever encountered. He is a charmingly silly man brimming with kindness and warmth, making every day feel special. Unfortunately, this warmth is not shared by his mother, Martha, my mother-in-law. For some reason, Martha has always shown hostility towards me from the beginning, a feeling I understand to some extent since Harry is her beloved son, and she is just looking out for his best interests. Yet, I believe she often oversteps her boundaries. Martha has a talent for subtle injustices that appear harmless, but are deliberately designed to provoke irritation and paint me as the irrational one. Sadly, many of us have met someone like her, and in my case, she is my mother-in-law. My upbringing taught me to speak up against absurdity without hesitation, which might be what attracted Harry to me, our differing personalities drawing us together. Having studied psychology, I recognize Martha's malicious intentions. Our strong personalities clash, which probably prompted her initial remark to me about eating too much, leaving everyone, including Harry, Herbert, my father-in-law, and Martha herself, in an awkward silence. Harry, though taken aback, defended me, while Martha tried to justify her comment as concern for my health, based on older pictures of me looking better. Despite my growing annoyance, I remained composed, not wanting to create a scene at our first encounter. Over time, these incidents became more frequent and intense, yet I formed bonds with everyone except Martha, who continued to express unwarranted disdain. Even on my wedding day, she tried to belittle me, suggesting I looked unattractive, a sentiment quickly retracted with backhanded compliments about my potential to look better and finding similarities between us. My father-in-law managed to quiet her harsh remarks that day, but the hurt and resentment lingered. Contrary to my nature, I found myself drained by her relentless efforts to belittle me. Fast forward to the present, we were invited to dinner at Harry's parents' house, including Melvin, hinting at an important announcement. My suspicions about the dinner being a strategic move were confirmed as the night progressed, with Martha capturing everyone's attention to share a significant revelation, armed with paperwork. She began reading aloud, "Attention everyone, I have an announcement. Since my birthday is approaching, I want to share my plans. We're going to Hawaii." The paper confirmed the trip, met with excitement from everyone at the table. "That sounds fantastic. What amazing news, Anna. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. This is great news. I'm so excited. Thanks so much, Ma. Actually, you're not coming, honey." "What do you mean?" "This wasn't part of the plan. I made some last-minute changes and canceled her ticket before incurring extra charges." "So, my ticket was already purchased, and she just canceled it? Why does she hate me so much?" "Mom, what are you talking about?" In the ensuing chaos, Melvin and I remained silent. Harsh words flew back and forth until Martha finally offered an explanation. Okay, fine. I'll tell you why. I thought Anna shouldn't join the family event. As I'm getting older, I want to spend my remaining years with those I care about most. Unfortunately, Anna doesn't belong on that list. "Mom, really? What's wrong with you?" "Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just saying Anna can't be considered family since she's not related by blood." By that logic, Melvin shouldn't go either, right? He's not technically family as you're stating. But we all know that's preposterous. He is part of the family. Since Harry and Anna got married, she's family too. Well, Melvin is different. He's always been here, our sweet baby angel. But Anna hasn't. I'm just not comfortable with her on the trip. It's my birthday and I get to decide. Come on, Anna. We're leaving. My resolute no reverberated through the room, capturing everyone's attention, including my adversary, who had been struggling to contain a smile. However, her expression turned serious at once. "Martha, it's been evident from the start that you harbored disdain toward me. For 3 years, I've endured your unbearable behavior. Do you think we're blind to your actions? Do you believe we don't see your narcissism? Watch your tone, young lady. Remember, you're in my house. And it won't be for much longer. In fact, I'm about to leave. But before I go, there's something I need to say." I addressed my beloved husband, whose eyes burned with anger as he looked at his mother. Darling, I love you completely, and I tried to weather the storm for so long. But it's clear now that your mother will never embrace me into this family. No matter how hard I try or how often I hold my tongue, she'll always find fault with me. You should go on this trip. You can't miss it. Despite her quirks, she's still your mother, and you love her, and she loves you. So, go. Don't worry about me. I'll manage. Turning to my mother-in-law, who appeared stunned by my words, I continued, and as for you, unfortunately for you, I'm in love with your son, and I'm not going anywhere. You might think you can push me out, but I'm here to stay. Even in Hawaii, you'll be thinking of me, because let's be honest, I think you're fixated on me. How dare you? I ought to slap you right now. I'm done. You're fixated on me, obsessed with tearing me down, and I can't fathom why. When all I've done is extend kindness and patience, even when you didn't deserve it. But enough is enough. If you don't want me in Hawaii or consider me part of the family, fine. But I will always be here as long as I breathe. I'll be here for Harry, Herbert, and even Melvin, but never for you. In that moment, I realized I had finally silenced her. She stood with her mouth agape, seemingly searching for words that her mind wouldn't allow. I bid farewell to the other family members, kissed my husband on the cheek, and headed towards the exit. Let me drive you home at least. I can't let you take a cab. Don't worry about me, babe. I love you, and thank you for loving me. But I'll be fine. You have a trip to discuss. Okay, if you say you'll be fine, I'll believe you. Oh, don't forget your purse. Right, my purse. I left it in the kitchen. Upon reaching the kitchen, where Martha had retreated, presumably to catch her breath after the altercation, I encountered her. What do you want? Don't worry about me, sweetheart. I'm just here to collect my things. Well, make it quick. I want you out of my house. I can't believe you said those things to me. With that, she swiftly stormed out, too filled with anger to see me off. In that moment, I scoffed at her absurdity, grabbed my purse, and noticed a piece of paper next to it. Assuming it was the trip itinerary, I grabbed it to sneak a peek at what I was missing. As I began to read, I discovered Martha's handwriting. Dearest Melvin, you've always been like a son to me, and I love you dearly. Oh, it's a letter to Melvin. A bit strange, but I suppose it's thoughtful. For some reason, my curiosity led me to read further. The love and care you've shown me throughout the years will never be forgotten. Regrettably, even in my son Harry's case, I feel the love we once shared is no longer there. Wait, is she saying she loves Melvin more than Harry? That can't be right. Persisting in reading the letter, each line intensified my astonishment. The revelations were difficult to fathom. Although I recognized it wasn't my place to read the letter, I couldn't help but be grateful for stumbling upon it. After absorbing its entirety, I paced the kitchen, contemplating my next steps. Suddenly, it struck me. Everyone who needed to know about the letter was in that room. It was time to act. Rereading the letter to confirm its contents, I sauntered into the dining room, where only 3 pairs of eyes met mine. Anna, I am profoundly sorry for what my wife is subjecting you to. Don't worry at all. You're coming to Hawaii with us. She's just going through a rough patch right now. I'll talk to her and make her see reason. I don't know what's gotten into her, but I'll sort it out, I promise, Herbert said. Please don't concern yourself with me, I mentioned. I'm fine. In fact, I've stumbled upon some interesting news that I need to share with everyone, especially Harry. Harry and Melvin perked up, a flash of worry crossing Harry's face, perhaps fearing I was overwhelmed and considering a divorce. Whenever I complained about his mother, he'd empathize, marveling at how I endured her antics. I'd reassure him it was my love for him that kept me going. Noticing Martha's absence, I inquired, "Where is Martha?" She needs to be here for this, too. I mentioned earlier she's a bit under the weather after your confrontation. Mentioned a headache and opted for a nap upstairs. She won't be down for a while. You know how she is about her beauty sleep. Familiar with Martha's peculiar habits that often inconvenienced others, I sighed in frustration. This is crucial. She has to be here. It's okay, Anna. You can share with us and we'll fill her in when she wakes up. Contemplating the information I possessed, I hesitated. I wanted to witness her embarrassment. I think you should go ahead and tell us, sweetie. It's okay. And you know Harry struggles with anxiety. It wouldn't be good to keep him waiting. True, Harry's anxiety could escalate quickly, and I observed him beginning to fidget in anticipation. All right, I'll share with you what I found. While I was in the kitchen gathering my purse and preparing to leave, I stumbled upon something intriguing that I believe you all need to know about. Retrieving the paper I found, I began to read aloud. It reads, "Dearest Melvin, you know that you have always been like a son to me, and you know that I love you dearly. And the love and care you have shown for me throughout the years will never be forgotten. I hate to admit it, but even when it comes to my son, Harry, I feel as though the love we once shared is no longer there. Harry and I just don't see eye to eye like we used to, and honestly, I think it's because of Anna. Ever since he married that girl, he no longer has time for me. He doesn't love me, and therefore, I don't think I love him. I love you, and you are my son. With that being said, I want to let you know that I am going to update my will so that you inherit all of my belongings and not Harry. I know it might hurt him, but honestly, at this point, I don't care. It's that wretched Anna girl. She's the one who has poisoned my love for him. I hope you receive this letter well. The reason why I didn't want to approach you about it in person is that, and it pains me to admit this, I couldn't risk seeing the rejection on your face. I know you love Harry like he's your brother, and most likely you won't approve, but I don't care. I'm giving you everything, the money, the house, the cars, and even my small businesses. They're all yours, whether you like it or not. If you want to talk about this further, please call me and we can discuss it. I look forward to hearing your response. I will love you forever and always, your second mom. After finishing the letter, I glanced up to witness a flurry of mixed emotions. Herbert appeared on the verge of tears. Melvin seemed stunned, but Harry looked like he was on the brink of losing his temper. I can't believe she said all those things. Is she serious? So, she'd exclude me from her will just to spite me and Anna? She's officially lost her mind. Guys, I don't even know what to say. This has gone too far. I'm fed up with her toxic behavior. What are we going to do? In that moment, I had an idea. A week passed, and it was time for the planned Hawaii trip. Martha woke up to find a letter from her husband on her bedside table. It read, "Good morning, beautiful. We decided to let you catch up on your beauty sleep. Don't worry, your bags are packed. Just meet us at the airport." Martha hurriedly got ready and rushed to the airport, searching frantically for her travel companions. She tried calling them, but no one answered. Assuming they had already boarded, she boarded her flight, hoping to catch up with them in Hawaii. Enduring the 12-hour flight, she landed and video called Herbert. "Hey Herbert, where are you guys? I woke up late and found your note, but none of you were answering. I assumed you boarded without me. Where are you? Let's start the festivities." "That won't be happening, Martha." "What do you mean? Where are you?" "I'm at home." "What? Why are you at home?" "You see, Martha, Anna brought some important information to our attention last week, and since then, we decided we'd rather spend time in Florida with her than anywhere else with you." Martha gasped. "You think we wouldn't find out?" "My baby, don't baby me. You were really going to cut me out of the will, Mom." I. Who? How did you even find out about that?" "Oh, that wretched girl you despise so much, Anna, found your letter in the kitchen." "I don't know what you're talking about." Martha, lying right now, is only adding more nails to the coffin. "Melvin, tell them. You've got to believe me. I did nothing of the sort. We all read the letter, Martha. The game is up." But I didn't do anything. Anna is making everything up." "Oh, am I? You are so pathetic. It actually makes me sick. We all know what you said and what you tried to do." Thank goodness I was nosy enough to read the whole thing. "Harry, Herbert, please, no." "Martha, enough is enough. You're done. You don't get to say anything else. You messed up big time. Your hatred has caused you to be blind. Now, you have to suffer the consequences of being alone on your birthday because of what you've done. I hope you can use this time in Hawaii to reflect on your actions, but I'll be alone. It won't be fun. Maybe people would like to hang out with you more if you weren't such a raging witch. Have fun." And with that, Herbert hung up the phone. We all let out a sigh of relief. I initiated the laughter, quickly followed by Harry, and soon, the entire dining table erupted into fits of laughter, amused by the utter ridiculousness of the moment. The expression on her face when she grasped that her scheme had failed was unforgettable. Her complexion turned ashen, signaling the profound embarrassment she hadn't felt in years. Martha was left to spend her holiday in solitude, repeatedly reaching out to Herbert in hopes he would join her, reluctant to cancel the costly reservations she had arranged. However, Herbert consistently refused, indicating that upon her return, they would need to establish clear boundaries if she wished to remain his wife. Martha's sudden shift to a penitent and frantic state marked a stark contrast from her typical behavior, leaving us genuinely taken aback. Harry pointed out that Martha needed to undergo a significant attitude adjustment if she wanted to remain a part of his life. Otherwise, he was prepared to leave her behind for good. Their relationship continued to be strained, with Harry making it clear that any future disrespect, no matter how minor, would lead him to sever ties with her entirely, mirroring her own intentions towards him. Melvin resolved that it was time to cease his excessive indulgence of Martha, recognizing that it only served to perpetuate her detrimental actions. Consequently, Martha not only endured a dismal experience in what could have been a picturesque getaway, but also jeopardized her connections with the three most crucial individuals in her life. Now, she finds herself in an odd position with each of them, facing the necessity of transformation. As for myself, I communicated to her the need for time to contemplate forgiveness for her wrongdoings. She responded with apologies, imploring me to influence the men's perspectives in her favor. I declined, emphasizing that she must face the repercussions of her own making. Martha continues to strive towards repairing the severely damaged relationships she instigated. It is my hope that this ordeal has imparted a valuable lesson to her.